Hello and welcome to another exclusive review by me, Alex Belfield, here at CelebrityRadio.biz, where we just hit 63 million minutes viewed on YouTube. This week we're in Lincoln at the Theatre Royal for Wonder by Ben Hart. Ben Hart is one of the new generation of magicians who shot to fame on Britain's Got Talent. He's now doing sellout tours. On the back of it, just a couple of weeks ago in Florida, there I was watching NBC, and he appeared on America's Got Talent, The Champions. Interestingly, Ben Hart on TV is far more cold and less charming than he is in real life. Having watched his brand new tour, Wonder, tonight at Lincoln, he has genuine empathy towards his audience, he has a great sense of humour, and is utterly charming on stage. In 2007, he was awarded the Young Magician of the Year, and he's about to turn 30. There's no question that he is one of the most slick magicians of his generation. On stage, he makes everything look so slick and simple. His sleight of hand is 5-star. Ben is of course dashing and handsome, which has led to a teen and 20s following that you just never get for magic. To bring young women into a theatre to see magic is extraordinary, and he should be highly praised for that. What disappointed me about the show is a lot of his stuff is what we call off the shelf. His finale of Act 1 is the old snow machine that I first saw done by Joe Pasquale probably 20 years ago. It's disappointing that a new generation of magicians are using such old material. Having said that, he was sold out tonight, and the crowd loved what he did. 50% mentalism, 50% magic. Ben is using a Derren Brown style of performance. It's heavily scripted, it's underscored by creepy music, and it's lit in a contemporary cool style. The one thing I absolutely didn't like about the show was the appalling screen back in the 70s and a cameraman who couldn't focus. Listen, if you're going to do close-up magic, you've got to have 4K screens now. This is just not acceptable, especially for sellout tours. To me, it made the whole thing look incredibly low rent and cheap. There's no doubting Ben is incredibly polished, and although using incredibly old techniques, this new audience certainly loved his act. What I loved most about Ben were the moments that he wasn't expecting. He came into his own when things either went differently to what he had planned or when he had to ad-lib with the audience. To me, this is far more impressive than learning a script. Mixing mentalism with magic is very smart in 2020. It's hugely popular. Most impressive was his sleight of hand. He really is a master of that, and you can see he's totally at ease on stage. I can't say that this show is moving magic forward, but what I applaud Ben for is keeping it relevant for 2020 audiences, and filling theatres for a magician is no mean feat, and for that I give him huge kudos. Ben deserves his place on stage and is one of the few who has learned his craft since being a young boy and worked his way to selling out theatres across the UK. For me, I would have loved him to push boundaries magically. Having said that, it's only an old trick. If you've seen it before, I suspect most of the people in the audience had not.